Assalamu alaikum dear students, it's Javaid Sir here. We are going through the lesson Achilles of Class 8th English textbook. We have read the first 7 parts of this lesson. Today we are at page number 87, going to read the last part of this lesson. Let me remind you about the previous lesson. In the previous lesson, we saw about foods and habits, that is the behavior of Achilles, that is the tortoise of Gerald Duran, the narrator of the story. We saw that when someone would lie on a rug to sunbath in the garden, Achilles, that is the tortoise, would join him with a humor on his face. What next? Let us see it from the line here. He would survey you and then choose a portion of your body on which to practice mountaineering. Achilles would survey your body. He would survey your organs and then choose a portion of your body. We can say an organ of your body on which to practice mountaineering. And he would practice mountaineering. That's the climbing mountains. It's also called alpinism, mountaineering, पहाड़ों पे चढ़ना. If you shook him off, it would only give you temporary respite. If you shook him off, shook off means, it's a phrase here, it means to remove an object by shaking. अगर आप उसको भगाते हो, दूर भगाते हो, it will only give you temporary respite. It will only give you temporary respite. इससे तो आपको वक्ती तौर आराम मिलेगा. Temporary is a term. In English, its opposite is permanent. It in Urdu means temporary. In Urdu means वक्ती तौर. And respite means an interval of rest, aram. For Achilles would circle the garden, he would take round the garden, वो बाग में उधर उधर घूमता था, until he found you again, वो आपको दोबारा आता था आपके पास. Search parties, okay. Then one day the gate was left open. One day the gate of the garden, we left the gate of the garden open, and Achilles was nowhere to be found. And we found that Achilles was not there. He was not present there. He was absent. Search parties were immediately organized, and the narrator tells us that they organized some search parties immediately. सर्च पार्टीज जो है वो जो उसको ढूंढने के लिए निकली थी. इमीडिएटली इज अ टर्म विच मीन्स इंस्टेंटली और विदाउट डिले. उन्होंने उनको ऑर्गेनाइज किया. ऑर्गेनाइज इज अ वर्ब. ऑर्गेनाइज्ड फर्स्ट सेकंड एंड थर्ड फॉर्म ऑफ दिस वर्ब. And the family wondered about the olive groves. And the family, that is the family of the narrator, they wondered. To wander means to move without specific destination. That means to search for something. उन्होंने उसको ढूंढा. About the olive groves, that's the cluster of olive trees. Shouting, and the family, the search parties, the members of the family, they were shouting Achilles, strawberries, Achilles. They were shouting the words to search for Achilles, that is the tortoise. At length we found him. The narrator tells us that at length they found him. At length is a prepositional phrase which means finally or after a long time. और आखिरकार उन्होंने उसको देख लिया. He had fallen into a well. वो एक वेल में गिरा था. वेल कुआं होता है. The wall of which had long since disintegrated, and the walls of this well had disintegrated before. To disintegrate means that which is undergone disintegration. That means breakdown. उसकी जो walls थी वो breakdown हो गई थी, वो टूटी हुई थी. He was to our regret quite dead. और परेशानी का आलम ये था कि he was quite dead. वो मरा हुआ हमने पाया उसको. Even Leslie's attempts at artificial respiration. And जो Leslie थी, this is one of the characters here in the story which we had not got previously. इसके बारे में हमने previously कुछ पता नहीं था. अब इसका नाम आया है. उसने ट्राई किया था इसको artificial respiration, to respire someone artificially when someone drowns or we think that someone is near about to die. We give him artificial respiration from mouth to mouth. We breathe our breath into his mouth. हम उसको सांस के ज़रिए जो है अपने मुंह से, अपना मुंह उसके मुंह पे लगा के उसको सांस देते हैं. And Margot's suggestion, Margot is one more new character here, and Margot's suggestion of forcing strawberries down his throat. और मार्गो ने कहा कि इसको स्ट्रॉबेरी जो है वो इसके मुंह में डाली जाए. to give him, as she explained, something to live for, क्योंकि उसको कुछ ना कुछ तो चाहे जिंदा रहने के लिए. We saw that the tortoise, the Achilles, he was very fond of strawberries. He would devour strawberries at a gulp and was always eager to taste strawberries. That is the reason why Margot, the lady character here, she gave the suggestion that they should put some strawberries into the throat of his tortoise. Failed to get any response, and this thing also, that means to put some strawberries into his throat, into his mouth, this thing also failed to get any response. इसका भी कोई खातिर खा जो है मकसद बरामद नहीं हुआ. His corpse was buried in the garden. Corpse means dead body. We buried his dead body in the garden under a small strawberry plant. Strawberry plant के एक जो है साय में हमने उसको दफन किया. A short funeral address. Funeral address is a speech given at a funeral service. When someone dies, we pay tributes to him on his death. We know, we greet him, we say good things about him. It was given by Larry in a trembling voice. To tremble means to shake or to vibrate. थरथराते हुए कुछ कहना. Made the occasion memorable. And this thing, the speech of this lady Larry, this made the occasion means event memorable. तकरीब जो है वो यादाश्त में रह गई, हमेशा के लिए याद रहने वाली, be in our memory. It was only marred by Roger, and it was Roger, the dog of the narrator, who marred the occasion. Roger, जो आपको पता था, there was a rivalry between the Achilles, the tortoise, and this Roger, that is the dog of the narrator, who, in spite of all my protests, the narrator tells us that he protested many times before Roger that he should not do one thing. What is that? Insisted on wagging his tail throughout the burial service. The Roger, the dog of the narrator, he kept on wagging his tail, और वेगिंग हिज टेल, जो उसने अपनी जो दुम थी वो इसको वेग कर रहा था, हिलाना, वेग मीन्स हिलाना, थ्रू आउट द ब्यूरियल सर्विस. जब हम उसको दफनाते थे, जो रॉजर था वो अपनी दुम हिलाता रहा. मार इज हो गया ज़रर पहुंचाना, दैट मीन्स डिस्ट्रॉय और मेक इम्परफेक्ट, एंड इट्स एंटोनिमी इज enhance or improve. So hope you have